Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. To those that don't know me, I'm a stroke survivor, and I know I keep talking about it, but it's because it never goes away. You know, it never just like disappears. You're gonna see things like you forget things faster, you don't retain things as quick. You learn something and then poof, it's gone. You have to relearn it again, or things may be unclear where it used to be, now it's more like, oh darn, I gotta think even more about it, like how I'm gonna respond to a situation. Or but to me, it's not impossible. You can do it. It just takes practice, and you gotta be patient with yourself too. Like, you gotta understand your brain has gone my brain has gone through a lot. Like, it affected both sides of my brain. And so when your brain goes through this, your brain cells die. But I found that taking a product, I took Prevligin, and it really helped me, because it's supposed to help rebuild your brain cells, but at the same time you also got to do some extra work on the side, like note things, make sure your notes when you write them are clear. Not chicken scratch like sometimes how I write. But when you um go through something like this, it makes you appreciate life a lot more, because there's people that don't have their arms and legs and those things, like this is a brain, this is your brain. So it's different. It's like you have to rebuild it all over again. Some things are still going to be there, but at the same time, most of it you still have to rebuild, because it's like a baby with a diaper. Let me just put it that way. It's sad, but that's an example of what you go through as a person that's a survivor of a stroke. So that way I can explain to you what I go through. Then you'll learn, and then that way whoever is in your life that has gone through one, you can help them. Um Probably a great thing to do is just accept them for who they are at that moment. That is where they are, and they're going to improve over time, but they're going to have to go through physical therapy. Some have to go through speech therapy. Some have to go through, it's really sad, some just don't have any, they can't walk or anything. So it's really sad, but at the same time, um, it just takes one step at a time. Also, diet is a huge thing. Like, eating a lot of processed food is not a great thing. I know we have to do it to survive, but at the same time, in moderation, because canned products have a lot of salt and highly addictive chemicals in there. So I would eat that in moderation, you know. Um Stress level, like, that can really affect your body too. Sometimes you need to just break away, do it, take some time away, go find some, I don't know, some time alone, some music therapy, whatever. Shopping therapy is not out of it. I'm just joking, but I'm just saying that, like, find a thing or hobby that can get you away from that stressful situation. Maybe go outside, take a meditation moment. Especially my field, we need that. Just joking, but yeah, just do that for yourself, because if you don't have your own mental health, it's not going to work. And so just take that time for you. Tell people that you need that space for a few minutes and go back in. But just as long as you just relax, you know what I mean? After that, just relax, because yeah. But anyway, I'm just laughing. Um yeah, anyway, so that's pretty much what I want to share. Also, getting enough sleep, and your environment, especially. You want to make sure you're around those that pick you up in your life. Because if you're already feeling down and depressed because you already went through it, and you're trying to heal and get better, try to make a support group. Like, go to the stroke support group, go to, tell your friends or family that you need this support, or people that love you. I'm sure they're going to make time to help you. You know, if they love you, they will be there for you. But I just wanted to do this video to encourage people. It might be a repeat. I forget. But it's okay. I have an excuse. But anyway, I just wanted to share that too, you know. I'm just being silly because, you know, it's kind of funny to hear it from me because I'm saying it. It's not funny, but it's funny a little. But yeah, just support them, you know? That's the best thing you can do. Don't make them feel any different. They're just like, you know, we're all the same. We're all, you know, we just all want to be accepted from people, and that's just it, you know? So if you know someone has gone through this, just accept them. Love them for who they are. It's not their fault. This may have happened. You know, stuff happens, but at the same time, they have a lot of feelings that they gotta work through because they're different now. You know, they're not like how they used to be. So in your eyes, you might think everything's fine with them, but in their eyes, they're like, no, it's not. You know, they see a difference between how they used to be and how they are now. It's a big difference. So just be kind to them. You know what I mean? Like, telling them that you don't see anything wrong is great, but at the same time it's very insensitive because they see themselves something is wrong. Maybe asking them like, how can I support you? That could be a good stepping stone. Just being there for them is the best thing you can do, and loving them and understanding that if that was you in that same situation, how would you want to be treated? So yeah. Shit, I don't know what to say at this point, but I just wanted to do a silly video at the end, but yeah, pretty much like feel like Dory right now. I would thought, phew, me good disappears. But I wanted to add humor because I love to laugh a lot, you know. Um, I love to make people laugh, and I love to just, I don't know, I just like to be silly, and you know, it's just sometimes I should be more of that, you know? Like, that's the stuff that's who I am. That's why I'm silly. It's just when I get in front of a camera like this, it's like, oh snap. There's nothing written down, so I'm just kind of talking off the top of my head. And to me, I think it's cool to do it like that because they're gonna see, like, it really does affect me, you know? Even if I had, like, an entire script written out, you would be able to tell a difference. So I wouldn't want to do it like that, especially if your friends and family are watching this and they're trying to support you. So basic things like I'll add to this video is like they're gonna have a lot of numbness, like on their left, or it depends on which side of the brain they had it. I believe on the right it affects the left. I believe on the left it affects the right. Now if they had it on both sides, which is what I had, it's gonna affect both. But luckily the man upstairs, you know, took care of me. You know, he made sure I healed well and I'm okay. My family helped me. Thank you. I love you. And my friends, thank you so much for being there for me, you know, especially like, oh my gosh. When I first got sick, it was so bad. It was not easy. I had to go through it a lot. Imagine getting up, boom, and your like whole left side is numb. It was scary. It's like you wake up and you're starving and no one's home, right? Okay. And you have to find a way to get help. That's basically how it happened. I was sleeping, I got up, and my leg was numb, and then I first I thought my leg went numb because it was, you know, like I was lying on it, but then I got up later and it was still numb. And so I had to crawl to the phone. I had to go call 911. It was very, very, like, scary at the age I was at, 21, trying to figure this out, like, what the heck's wrong with me, right? So I crawled to the phone, the ambulance came, I called them, and it was not funny. But at the same time, it's a lesson being learned that maybe I had too much stress in my life. I wasn't taking care of myself, I wasn't eating right. I had a lot of stress. I was going to school full time, I was working full time, and it was just too much on my plate. So now I realize that maybe I should take it, less stress is better, which is great. Just take that time away from everything, put the work down, and just take a break and then come back to it and do it, rather than piling it all up on myself one day. It's not good. So take it day by day, piece by piece. Don't pile it all on yourself like that. And there's always another day, tomorrow, but other than that, this is just me, I'm just a silly person, I'm just trying to make it by just like everybody else, I just wanted to do this because I feel like that's what I could give back to the community, my personal experience. See, when I first got out, I didn't share all this. I wrote it in a book, but I didn't have this platform to share it like I am now. I wrote it, but hearing it is different than somebody, sharing it on a video. You can see how it affected them. You can see their emotions. You can see how hard it was for them. Because I'm telling you, every day has not been easy, because I thought I thought I could do stuff as quickly as everybody else, and I found out when I jumped into my job that it was completely different. I had a hard time, but at the same time, it made me want so much more, that I had a hard time doing it, and I wanted to do it more. I wanted to learn everything I could, so that way I could teach other people. It wouldn't just be because, like, I wanted to learn. I wanted to teach other people what I knew so they could learn too. Oh, I'm going over a lot of time. It's been a long video. But I wanted to just share that. And on a positive note, if you know someone going through this, just love them. Treat them as your best friend. Guide them. Support them. Motivate them. Do everything you can to get them out of that sadness and depression they're in, because it's not gonna help if you depress them more. They already see something's wrong with them. They're not gonna be happy with that. So just motivate them, like everybody else. If that was you, how would you want to be treated? Same thing. So on a positive note, have a great night and much love, and thank you for everyone that helped me and supported me on my journey and has been there from the beginning since I've been sick. Because this doesn't go away. This is every day. You're reminded of it, every day. The numbness does not come back. If you don't catch that stroke within so many hours, the damage is just there. So that's another note I have for people that are going. If you know right away, they can actually help you, I believe, reverse the side effect, versus if you're just sleeping and boom, it hits you. So make sure that if you see someone, that has droopiness in their mouth or whatever, you know all the symptoms. I'm sure you've seen it. But if you see that, make sure you don't take any chances. You rush them, you take them to the doctor or something, or take them to the hospital, because you could actually save their life. So much love to you and your families, and thank you for all you've done for me, everybody. I love you very much, and yeah, I have a blank moment just now. But have a good night.